Kelly on Big Brother. Before I get into recap of this episode, I just want to quickly talk about my comments on Rachel Riley being terrible in real life. First of all, I know nothing about Rachel Riley in real life, so I should not have even captioned the video. What I really meant by that is based on how she played the game in Big Brother 12 and how she's playing it now. While there has been growth in Rachel's character and the way she plays the game, I still feel like there's a lot of similarities in some of her actions from that season versus this one. I tested it to her person and that wasn't right. A terrible comment. It was no slight on her game whatsoever. Definitely think Rachel is playing one of the best, if not the best game this season. And I think her veteran status is definitely warranted. Her returning is warranted because she is entertaining. I think it's just sometimes I don't like the way Rachel plays the game. I don't always like how nasty she can get with other house guests and how hypocritical she can be at times. When does something to her versus her doing something to somebody else. When someone else is getting treatment she's not getting, so she decides to bow out of a situation altogether. Case in point, the last episode. At the end of the day, it's how she plays the game. She's won the game at Big Brother. I just wanted to quickly see my piece on it. I was not speaking terrible in terms of her gameplay. I was definitely reaching with my caption. So to my Rachel fans out there, I apologize for getting y'all riled. On to the episode recap now. Katherine went home right after her showmance Riley. That shit is so poetic. Honestly, not really sure what to make of that whole Riley and Katherine situation. Live feeders, I guess y'all can confirm for me in the comments how bad it was between Riley and Katherine in the house, or how bad it appeared to be. Because even with Riley out the house, she still appears to be jacking. And the house guests also appear to be encouraging a relationship outside the house. So I don't know what's going on with this potential relationship outside the house at this point. But yeah, Katherine went home. Definitely did not expect that. I thought for sure Kelly was going to be going home tonight. But once again, Kelly has won yet another Big Brother Blockbuster. Her and Keanu just refused to go home. You gotta respect it at some point. Kelly surviving yet another week in his house, knowing that the house is against her. Even though she's not a target for real, the house is against her at this point. Very clearly shown in this episode. I have no doubt that she's going to fight to win this HOH. And if she wins it, it's no telling who she's going to put up on the block. Other than Vince. Vince is probably most definitely touching that block if she ends up winning this HOH. And could you really blame her for real? This is a direct result of Vince playing both sides of the house, undervaluing certain relationships over others. Completely forgetting about your final two with Kelly is mad crazy, and making it apparent to her that you did is even crazier. I don't know, at this point I'm kind of rooting for Kelly to win that HOH just to stir some more shit up in this house. It's been a pretty rough 2 weeks for the other side of the house. I think it's time for some much deserved get back on there. Other than the eviction, we continue to see these house guests not be thorough at all. We have not one but two separate conversations in this episode alone where Ashley is telling Katherine that, yo, if you sit next to Kelly in the end, she's an easy out. Not seeing that Kelly was in the bed right next to her, Ashley said these comments. And then in literally the same room, some scenes after this, we see Lauren having a conversation with Ashley again. Lauren's telling Ashley she's not trying to be on the wrong side of the vote. She's debating who she wants to vote. And of course, Ava is in the room while they're having this conversation. Ava, who stayed in the house this week. So God forbid Ava go ahead and win another HOH after hearing Lauren having this conversation with Ashley, who she was already debating putting up some weeks back. Lauren definitely touching that block. But Ashley also has a chance of touching the block too. We got more of Keanu trying to save face with Rachel, trying to play dumb as if he wasn't trying to get her about the house. So Rachel is clearly not going for it because, yeah, you literally just try to get her about the house game. At least wait until after this eviction to try to get back on her good side. You groveling after standing on business in the last episode is just mad crazy. It's wilder too because you had just formed that final two with Rachel literally like 2 episodes ago. Then the episode after that, you immediately pitched to Vince, hey man, I mean, if it were me in that position, I'd probably put Rachel up on the block. I ain't gonna lie. Unprovoked too, just for when you get caught up in that shit. You continue to plead with Vince like, hey, I think we need to put Rachel up as a renom. And even in this episode, you're still vying for Rachel to get sent up out this house. Yet you're still trying to get on her good side. I just don't understand. At this point, it's safe to say that Keanu and Rachel just cannot get right together. And that's more to Keanu's detriment than Rachel, if we being honest. Because Keanu does not know how to play this game. Let's just keep it a beat. Outside of winning competitions, his social game is trash. Rachel was not only a shield for you, but she was putting you onto good games. Similarly to how she did with Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley later on in this episode, where they're debating on who they want to put the vote on this week. Obviously, this is before the Blockbuster competition, so you still had all 3 house guests on the block. They thinking they need to get rid of Kelly. Her game sucked. Nobody in the house messing with her. It's a easy vote. No bloody in hand. But y'all know Rachel Riley's not playing that safe game. She went ahead and convinced them that sometimes it's better to keep the weaker player in the game because they'll always be an easy target to get out versus making the move to get the stronger, better player out the game who can not only win competitions but also has a pretty decent social game in Katherine, which I do think was a good game move by Rachel, but ultimately it didn't really end up meaning anything. Kelly managed to get herself up off the block in 2.5, but they did get Katherine about the house. So it's just crazy how hard it is to get Kelly up out the house. This is like, what, time number 5 she's been on the block? I think Kelly's long overdue for HOH at this point. I know when it comes to social game, Kelly's game is not the best at all. But I'd be very curious to see who Kelly will put up on the block if she win a HOH. I'm sorry. Get a conversation between Vince and Keanu where Keanu is just laying it on thick for this man, Vince. Telling him keeping Rachel in the game is not best for his overall game. That you consistently lie to me, sending out people who are allied with me and will possibly vote to keep you in the house over the other side of the house. And despite knowing all this, Keanu still believes he could work with Vince, pulling out that Naruto talk no jutsu, really thinking that this man is gonna come around. Like he has not showed you on multiple occasions that he is a snake. He's going to do whatever it takes to get him further along in the game. I don't know why Keanu think he can change him. Like he's shown you numerous times he is not with y'all. It is so sad because I really do think that trust is going to be Keanu's downfall in this game. Trust in Vince specifically, who has shown numerous times that he's going to switch up at a dime in order to get further in the game. Pretty entertaining week in the house, all things considered. Looking forward to week 8. Apparently the mastermind's supposed to be coming back this week with a message for the house guests, so looking forward to that. Right now, I'm really hoping the other side of the house wins the HOH. I think we look at the other side of the house consisting of Lauren, Keanu, Kelly. They have enough dubs under their belt to where you cannot sleep on them in the HOH competition. As opposed to the other side of the house, which outside of Rachel and Vince's HOHs, I don't really count Mickey because Mickey's kind of in some middle territory right now. I don't know, they both appear pretty even to me, so I think either side can go ahead and win them HOH if they want to. What they do with it remains to be seen. But let me know what y'all thought about week 7 of who your early predictions on winning HOH.